I didn't hear crosstalk.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey, look at that camera. You know, we just went live, guys. So if you were for some reason looking at the Older and Dumber Twitch on Friday night at
6:50.
6:50, you got to watch us go live while we thought we were recording.
You're welcome.
So, yep, thank May for that. Carter's doing some weird stuff over there.
I'm gonna go watch it.
But I think that's it. I mean, this is the test. Looking right into the camera, making sure that lips line
Yeah, but
up
nobody's
to
gonna be
audio.
making those noises, so it's not helpful.
Going the pig noise, the swine.
Carter will
The
probably make
boars?
those noises. But, you know.
I might make those noises.
But, guys, we're here. We're getting set up for T2C2. It's the night before.
Yeah.
Here's a little, behind-the-scenes shots, I guess.
Behind the scenes.
Hey there, dipshits. It's me, Joey, a.k.a. Slooty Mage.
I'm Hunter, voice of Hunter Taylor.
And I'm Carter, Eagle. We're
Older and Dumber.
Every Friday, we drop wisdom, humor, and a whole lot of nonsense. You won't want to miss it.
Become a patron today for as low as $5 a month. Get early access to all our episodes and exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at all the things we're doing and May's super secret editing notes.
Shout out to all our awesome dipshits. Your support really helps keep this madness going.
Join the crew. Be a dipshit. It's an exclusive club, and you're invited.
So, dipshits, mark your calendar every Friday for a dose of Older and Dumber craziness. See you there.
Fade to black. On my stand. Fade to black.
It's me, your boy. I don't really know if this is for everybody or if it's for just us, but I'm here at the beginning of the show, and we're sort of hanging out, getting things together. It's a little past 10 o'clock, and we're getting excited for T2C2. Hopefully, we're gonna have a really good weekend. Not sure how it's gonna go, but I'm excited for sure. Got Jay here from Sound Go Round saying hi. Those for me? No way! Oh, this is on camera. Sound Go Round, amazing! Thank you so much, Jay. Oh my God! Anyway, so that just happened. Anyway, excited about T2C2, and I wanted to take a second here without anybody around to sort of say, really happy about where we've sort of come and where we are now with Older and Dumber, and I'm really proud of all of us and how much work we put in, and it really feels like, we've got some time still to go before anything really big happens, but it really feels nice, and I like the direction we're moving, and I'm really proud of all of us. We don't really, get paid a lot for this or anything at all, but I hope that all of us working hard and passionate about what we're doing is at least making us happy in some way, and I'm happy. So I hope you guys are too, and I'm proud of you. That's it.
We didn't bring anything. We're so bad at this. I brought 0 art supplies as the artist. Hunter didn't get the windscreen for this mic. May can't fly her drone. It's basically a failure. Everybody's too shy to go up and talk to anyone. Pretty disgusting, if you ask me. But hey, at least there's a lot of Pokemon here. I just caught an oddish.
Hello. I'm in the confession booth right now. Hunter's looking at me, but confessions are supposed to be secret. I'm super excited to be here. People are starting to file in, at the door. And yeah, I don't know what today will bring, but I hope that we make a lot of new friends, we remain friends, and we sell a bunch of stuff. Thanks for coming to my confessional. And I'm not gonna get sick this year. See you later.
Hello. We just entered the show. Me and Hunter talked to Michelle Ang, which was cool. She's Omega. Kind of nervous about the panel starting. Seems like that's a big thing, but we're having fun. where people are cycling in. The VIPs are here. We'll see what the day brings. Frontiers Comic-Con 2024.
Holy moly. Can't even do my bit. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Things are going much better now. We've gone around and we've talked to some celebrities that we're doing the panels for. Hunter tried to talk to Frylock without me. Very disrespectful, honestly. We've seen a couple of our usual fans, which was nice. We've made some new friends already. I think things are going well, but I've got to catch this shiny Smoliv before it escapes. So I'll get you next time.
All right, guys, it's Twin Tiers Comic-Con. This is Older and Dumber. I'm Hunter, and we have special guest David Forseth, voice actor extraordinaire. You may know him from Guilty Gear and many others. Go ahead and say hi.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Yeah. So obviously we have Carter and Joey here too.
That's
Yeah,
where
we're here.
together.
Did you see Hunter really
Nothing
struggling
special.
over that name to
Yeah.
get it
I
right?
did too a little bit.
That was some public school coming out. For signs,
document.
foreskin. Yeah.
I almost wrote it down on my arm too, just to make sure. I just don't want to get it wrong. You know what I'm
I've been
saying?
called worse. I
The
appreciate
nerves,
it.
the nerves.
So you're here in Horseheads this week at Twin Tiers Comic Con.
Got here last night,
How you
yep.
liking it so far?
I got here last night about 1 a.m. My flight was delayed, but thus far seems great. Super clean town. Saw some deer driving in.
Yeah,
People are very nice, and so yeah, it's been very, very welcoming thus far.
Very cool. Are you planning to hang out at the after party tonight?
Drink and draw.
That's the only reason I came, bro.
Oh,
Yes!
Last year.
That's my kind of guy. Yeah.
Last year with all the actors and stuff, we had a bunch of Jello shots. So I'm just
Oh. It was a
saying,
good
like,
time.
Jello shot. So is there a disco ball as well then?
There was.
Okay, yeah,
There
nice.
was.
Disco balls, there was Jello shots, all
mean,
kinds of stuff.
If there wasn't, we certainly imagined it by the end.
Okay.
So.
Yeah,
Well, if there's no strippers with Jello shots, there will be by the time we're done.
there
Yeah,
will
for sure.
by the
Exactly.
time we're done. So, first thing I'm going to ask you. When you're voice acting and you're recording, you're getting in the mindset, what do you go through? Like, what's your ritual before you start? Do you have anything like that? Before you get on that mic and get going?
I warm up, obviously, try and warm your voice up. Depends on what the project is. When you book a video game, for example, you don't know what you're doing until you get there. You'll know from the audition, but they give you a fake name of the game.
Yep.
So when you get there, you get the lines as they come.
Okay.
So it's not uncommon to do about 10, 15, 20 lines. The director, they're patched in, maybe in Japan or wherever they are. Usually there's a few people with notes. Hone it in really specifically and go back and redo it. Or sometimes out of the gate. Like I did Death Stranding.
Yes.
And I did a session on that. And the guy from The Walking Dead came in and did a bunch of stuff, but he's very internally like this.
Yeah.
Like this. So then I sounded like I was almost fucking yelling. And so they had to come back and have me add more grit to it and more kind of bring it down.
Can you chew
But
some
that's just-
stones before you do this voice tape?
Yeah. So that's his style, his element. I guess how he breathes and stuff. But I had to come back and redo it because there's just different elements to the tonality of it. But you try and like for a commercial, you want to have a lead in. So, which, for example, if inside your head you would go, for example, you go like Budweiser, go, hey guys, this, Budweiser, but it's called Budweiser. You want to have a lead into it in your head. So, Kalmas taught me that. Great shout out, guys. Kalmas and voiceover class, online, study with them. That'll change your life. But have a lead in, really get yourself present. So it's conversational. It's authentic to you and your truth. So when you're saying it, it comes out conversationally. You're not just selling a car or a beer. Does that make sense?
Oh, that makes sense.
Definitely.
So,
That's a good
sure.
note. Yeah.
I actually have a follow-up to working with Norman. Do you think he just like working with somebody like that as opposed to like somebody who's an official like voice actor? Norman just kind of come in and play Norman?
That's a great question. I did not work with him. Those sessions, oftentimes in voiceover, you do it individually.
Yep.
But yeah, they hired him to be himself. That's who he
basically,
is.
right?
And I think on a level of that, when there is celebrity involved, there's not going to be a lot of direction as to where we go in. We're kind of scale guys, so to speak. they have a lot more autonomy to go, hey, go this direction or go that. And I'm like, cool. I like to play, and I don't have an ego in that regard. But a lot of times, celebrities, they're there to be that.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be really directed or told to go in many different directions. Because also that's why they hired him. They wanted him to bring Norman to the game.
Yeah.
And the game, it very much works because it's this really quirky, like gory, kooky, I mean, just offbeat, like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So that really worked for it, I thought, with that,
Yeah.
They're recording the second
one
installment
right
of it right now.
Yep.
He did a session last week, actually. So
yeah.
Awesome.
looks pretty cool.
So excited
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
that.
it
I'm
looks great.
very excited for it. It's
Yeah.
a very good game. Yeah. Of all the roles you've done, what character have you felt the most connected with? Did you feel?
Connected with?
Yeah, like you feel like I am this person. I feel it every time I bring it up. It's my go-to.
That's a good question. That's hard to say. I mean, you kind of leave a piece of yourself with every role. The most, the biggest recurring will be Soul Bad Guy, Guilty Gear Strive, and Guilty Gear. He's a lot of fun. He's tough. He's brazen. He's robust. He has tremendous conviction in what he believes in and what he stands for. But there's also an element of, that if I were to be a parent, to have that, I am a parent, so to bring that with my own son.
Yeah.
Even if it costs you something, do and say what's right.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty wonderful element. When I was on Border Town with Seth MacFarlane show on Fox, that was about 8 years ago. I booked a role recurring role as George, Native American. My roommate Barry, he's white and works at Best Buy. Kind of laconic. I have some Cherokee bloodlines, so I was able to get that job. But I was in the booth and they had this character called the Beheadsman, and he's this big kind of almost mentally handicapped, just absurdly strong, just behemoth of a not smart guy. Anyways, the director Mark didn't know that his mic was hot, and they just go, just read this and see what happens. And he goes, I think this is a bit much for this guy. And they all kind of laugh because I'm like this. I had brown hair and hope at the time, right? And clean cut, I was shaved, but like this all American looking guy. And I thought, this milk toast ass belch, he's gonna fucking bomb this. And it kind of made me mad, like, okay, watch this. And then I just came up like, oh god, like this, really, and they just started dying less. So that was a real breakthrough for me to go, you know what? I'm going to take a real chance, and I'm either going to die on my shield or walk out singing. And I walked out singing.
Yes.
So that's a good lesson out there, guys. Follow your instincts. Be what's true to you, because everyone on this couch has what makes you fascinating.
Yep.
So stick with that and swing hard, man. Be Mike Tyson. Be a heavyweight puncher. Go out swinging, get knocked out or knock him out.
Yeah.
Because there's always the next fight.
Yes. That's a beautiful answer.
Oh, thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much for that. That was awesome.
How good is that name? Soul Bad Guy.
Soul Bad Guy?
Yeah.
Pretty great.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, Soul Bad Guy. Japanese, sometimes the translation, I was like, is that a mistake? Like Soul Bad Guy? Is he a bad guy? What does he have, halitosis? Like,
It's actually great. Great guy.
You might be bad guy, but you are not bad
We did that during the pandemic, and they dropped off PCB, Valerie and Keith Aram, wonderful people. They directed the game, but they're great. I did Black Ops 2 with them, a few games.
Oh, nice.
They actually kind of launched me into the video game world with Black Ops 2. But anyways, I'll tell you a story about that in a sec. But they would drop off this kid during COVID to our house, and we did it remotely, and it worked out.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things you're like, oh man, this is going to be terrible because it's from a remote thing, and it's not going to sound good, and this and that. And John C. Reilly said a great thing, that everything as an actor I do that I think is going to be great ends up sucking. Everything that's going to suck ends up being great. So just show up, do the best you can, be early, stay late, and be kind and be cool, and because you have this much control over it, and that's what you can do. Not that I thought, the dialogue was great, the direction was wonderful, but you're like, during COVID, it was kind of a hopeless thing, but it was
For sure.
the only really big job I did throughout that whole year.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be the best job I've ever had. So
Nice.
they're
Heck
doing
yeah.
the Japanese version of the anime series right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're waiting for the phone call to do the English version.
Yeah,
dude.
Rolling and stoked on that.
Dude, that's
But,
awesome.
yes, the Black Ops 2, the video game industry, there's no residuals, I'm sure, as you guys know.
Yeah.
Really?
So Black Ops only makes about $1 billion in about
Yeah,
a day and a half.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any money. And
No
so,
money.
Small
indie
developer.
Yeah,
franchise, Activision, with their low budget things.
yeah. I got about
So,
2 guys working on
I
everything.
think Black
so.
Ops 2 made $1 billion in about 3 days. So my agent, I came in and I go, hey, dude, where's my copy of the game? And he's like, you didn't get one? I'm like, and he goes, dude. So he calls Activision,
Okay.
put it on speaker, and they go, well, David Forseth is kind of very much an incidental role in the game. We don't give free copies. He was like, incidental? He did 3 characters in it, because oftentimes you do 3 characters in a game.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, we can't afford to give. There's 150 actors. It's 13 cents, bro.
What?
Yeah.
That's
So-
crazy. When we worked at GameStop, we got free copies all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
What?
So I go to Best Buy and I tell the guy, and he's like, "Did I give you a free game, dude? That's bullshit." I'm like, "Yeah, tell me." $70.
Here I am paying for this
$70.
game.
Yeah. So I buy the game for $70, and like an adult, I got kind of drunk, then had all my problems emotionally. I got a bunch of beer, and my wife, she's Vietnamese American. She calls me Whitey because obviously, you know, I'm pretty white. And she's in the kitchen cooking. And you know these games like so I'm Capture the Flag and all that. I'm the guy announcing like all the shit, you know, like enemy taken, all that kind of stuff.
That must have made you
yes.
so much
Hello.
mad. That's what
Yeah.
I would have.
You're
lost
everywhere.
It.
I was
You're-
like,
Every time
yeah.
I open that game, I would be mad.
I was always throwing my own thesis. I'm like, it's a Ruttle, 13 cents. You know, so I'm crushing beers, and also every time you respawn, you die, because he doesn't have like 900 good black belts. These kids, like they're insanely good. Yeah, really spawn die. So then finally, I'm playing Capture the Flag. I kill a guy, and my voice goes, "We've retaken the lead," and I was like, "Oh!" I literally had like an out-of-body experience, you know.
Yes.
And my wife leans in. She was like, "Was that you, Whitey?" I'm like, "Yes."
I did it.
Yeah, she's like, "You should talk like that in bed." I'm like, "Okay, hot sauce. Take it easy." I'll try.
Oh my god.
Sure, six. You know, reloading.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, so
real
no
good.
free copy. But-
Ah, that's wild. I hate that. That's crazy. Dude, you've been awesome. You're fantastic.
you
I want you on all the time. You should just be a part
I'll
of
be
the
happy to come
podcast.
back. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So before we have you go, is there anything coming up you want to promote or anything you want to say to the people of the world? Anything like that?
Yeah, look out for the Guilty Gear anime series and Death Stranding. The second installment's coming out pretty soon. And, you know, I'm in commercials and promos. You'll hear my voice on the radio or on TV. And, you know, be good to yourself and tell your parents and your spouse you love them as you love them because life is short and life is meaningful. You know, words matter, so make them count.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And do you want
Next
to
time
plug
you're
your
playing-
social if you have one?
David DH Forseth on Instagram, David Forseth on Facebook. I really don't do a lot of social media, but my wife is making me do more. So yeah, she actually handles my account, but
Nice.
DH Forseth on Instagram, and yeah, check me out, guys. More stuff
yeah.
coming.
We definitely will. Thank you so
coming
much.
onto the podcast.
You guys are awesome.
Really
Thanks so much.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank
Yeah.
And we'll
Cheers.
see you at
so
the drink and
much.
draw tonight.
Yeah. After party.
Hi, it's me, May. I'm doing my confessional again. We just had David Forseth on. It was really sick. It was so cool. He's very sensational. He had a lot of good stuff to say. He was funny. Dude, he did the Call of Duty voice. That was so cool. But it's pretty good turnout here. A lot of people running around. It's only been like 2 hours, so there's still time. Hunter and Joey are going to do a panel a little later. And that's the tea. I got my homework done. Ethan Young is going to do my D&D commission. If you don't know, now you know. I guess I'll check back in later. I don't really know how we're doing this, who's editing it, or what it's going to look like, but see ya.
Oh, hello, friends. It's me. I'm back for some more chit chat, testimonial stuff. It's 4:30. We've still got a few hours left on day one here at Twin Tiers Comic Con. Things have been going awesome. Celebrities have all been really cool. I think we're gonna get a couple more interviews tomorrow, which should be fun. Hunter and I did James Duval's panel. That was a great time. He's a really cool dude, very interactive. We had a pretty good chat with him there. So hopefully he did say he wanted to come back and talk in the morning. So hopefully we can get him on the podcast. I think it would be good. He's very entertaining and funny. We've got some fantastic art this weekend of the D&D party to promote the live play. Been working with some of the artists here at the show. So that's exciting. Those are really cool. May popping them up on the screen right now, I'm sure. Yeah, it's been a good Saturday so far. Let's keep things going and have a good rest of our weekend.
Hi guys, I'm May, and I'm the editor of the Older and Dumber podcast. Do you know what hell I go through each week editing these? Do you know how much shade I throw at the guys for existing? You would if you were sub to our Patreon. Patrons get week early access to all our episodes and also get a sneak peek at my super secret editing notes. Sub today at Older and Dumber. That's Older, the letter N, Dumber on Patreon. See you later, dipshits. I am so violently hungover, I might throw up again. But the drink and draw was really fun. The after party was where I should have not gone. But we're back here for day 2. Super excited for all the work that everyone's going to do that's not me, because I'm going to sleep on this couch for the rest of the day. I will. Thank you.
Understand. Well, if it was going where it needed to go, it's perfect.
What's going on, guys? It's day after. It's Sunday. It's the beginning. Yeah, you gotta put your foot right on it. It's
Yeah.
Sunday, guys.
All right.
It's second day.
Post drink and draw.
After party is what we have to call it.
After party.
Post after party and after party.
The after party fucked me.
Dude, it was awesome. It was crazy. That was definitely like, yeah.
That's
like,
the most I think I've hung out with. Well, other than the Miami Vice guys in Rhode Island, that's the most I've hung out with celebrities like around a show.
yeah. It was honestly just a fucking wild fever dream, as some people put it. I don't know. Like, it's just crazy.
We're not allowed to call it a drink and draw. Who said that?
No, it's called an after party, and then there was drink and draw at the after party. And then there was Loodle and Doodle and art fight. Which I heard that the Loodle and Doodle had a pretty big auction.
Yeah, I've raised a lot of money for Hero Initiative.
We did.
What was the print?
Faye Valentine
commission.
from Cowboy Bebop.
Eating cake.
Eating cake without utensils, as disapproving party guests looked on.
That's everyone can imagine what that looks like in their head right now.
Yeah, picture it, visualize it.
Visualize in your mind's eye. Go to your mind palace and visualize what Joey just said.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't understand why that guy was so pissed off at his prompt about me doing his prompt.
Either way, last night was fun. Guys, we basically we were 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. the next day.
That was a Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights day.
That was. A lot less
And,
walking, yes.
Well, we got back at 3 a.m. and then up at 8:30 today.
I think the biggest thing that came out of last night is that all the celebrities that were here this weekend, all fucking cool, chill people.
Yeah.
It was very, very fun.
Brian O'Halloran from Clerks come up and high five me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna start
Draw
drawing
more
people sucking
penises.
dicks.
Yep. Start drawing dicks. For the kids. That was awesome. Either
Guys,
way.
you'd be sad if May wasn't here for this morning confessional.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments.
Do it. Put it in there.
Oh, that's getting clipped, I'm sure.
I see little tears like on your
Crying.
nose. I'm crying.
It's no secret. I'm crying. I hate it here. I said, can I please stay home? They said,
No.
I said, can I please stay in the car? They said, no. So you know what I have to do now? Cry. So I'm crying. Look at it and just know it's your fault.
It's not our fault, May. Carter dropped you on your elbows.
Yeah.
He dropped me on my
her
elbows.
On her
It might be
elbows.
Sounded
broken.
eerily like a head cracking against the sidewalk.
Yeah,
but-
no.
Pre-eye surgery, that would have detached my retina.
Probably.
Yeah.
Good thing you got surgery. Remember when your eye was like 3 times as big and was red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
May, post the picture. Trigger warning, if you don't like blood or eye stuff,
Or
look
swollen,
away.
Look
bloodshot
away.
eyes. She looked like a Resident Evil monster.
I did.
Yeah, she got better. That's what matters. She got better. But yeah, if Carter hadn't dropped you, probably would have been fine.
No, I wasn't. I wouldn't be.
You
I'm
gotta
bad.
Stop.
May's body rejected the beast.
and she threw up blue.
Stop.
Just blue.
Don't tell the people my secrets.
Yeah, she gave a plant nutrients last night.
That plant's dead. That plant is dead.
Plants don't really do well with
It had a little bit of life, and then it just like died last night once it was covered in blue carousel everywhere. Maybe it'll grow back blue. That'd be funny.
It disintegrated.
I said it was like blah. I went all on the plant, and I'm like, oh, she got it all out. And then she looks at the card and she's Hunter. I said, what?
It's just like you can put the video clip in. It's just like when the fly pukes on that guy's hand.
She said, I said, what? She just, did I really just puke on my pants? And I was like, I saw you go in the plant. You're fine. She said, no, I did. I did. I puked on my pants. And I'm like, no. And I looked.
The puke shoes on me right now?
No.
Yes. I look down and there's like a splashed chunks on the left leg and a little bit on her shoe, and then I looked at her.
Oh, my hand was nasty. I had to pull trig for the car.
And I was like, oh, you're okay. Like, you're gonna be fine. You did, because I was like, oh, hey, look, right behind you is paper towels hanging from that column, and you're like, okay. And you grabbed it and you just started wiping.
I don't remember that at all.
How much of the sober walk do you remember?
None, she says. Just gotta stop recording.
Bye.
Just saying bye to the camera. Hey guys, welcome to Twin Tiers Comic Con. We have another special guest here, James Duval.
Oh,
if you could please say hello.
Hello, Hunter. Hello, Joey. Hello, everybody here. Hello, my partner in
Carter.
crime, Smoko.
Yeah.
Well, we'll call they know you as Carter. I know you as my Smoko partner.
I love it.
Yeah.
Smoke o'clock.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, since we're already getting into it, I guess let's talk about the after party last night. That was fun.
That was awesome.
Yeah. You had a good time?
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. One of my favorite parts is waking up and seeing everybody holding their brains from leaking out of their ear cavity. And I was like,
That's until noon.
I call that a good night.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Driving to the venue today, just listening to her in the backseat. She's like fetal position, begging for death.
Yes, and death. Well, water and death. Yes, preferably death.
Do I have to go inside? Yes. Are you sure I have to go inside? Yes.
There's no place I can lie down and just sleep for 4 hours.
Every turn she was like, gentle. I can't fix the road. I don't know what you
You're
want
moving too
from
fast
me.
and you're talking too loud.
Are you like in upstate New York?
I love upstate New York.
Yeah?
I've been here, not to this part of New York, but I've been upstate a couple times and I love it.
Carter says you're looking, maybe chatting about doing a movie in Ithaca.
We can cut that out if you don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
but
no, I mean we're
It's
open.
recorded, so we can chop it if it's
Yeah, no,
needs
I
to be
mean
chopped.
we're looking for a place to shoot our little no-budget movie, but Ithaca would be a perfect place to shoot it.
Ithaca's a great city.
Yeah, just it'd be easy. It's no special effects. It's just a character movie. So it's 3 people and various supporting characters that come out of their life. But it's like like a little character-driven indie. So you don't need money. You just hopefully have an interesting story and good
for sure.
actors and go from there. Yeah. That's the hope. At least that's what I'm telling everybody.
I mean, there's some
We need
cool,
good
cool
character-driven
locations,
stories again.
They're important. I think those the time for those are coming back around. So as long as you make something interesting, then it doesn't have to be $100 million and have explosions. Yeah. I know one of my favorite movies probably came out like 10 years ago, but I loved it. Was Tom Hardy did a movie called Lock. And he just it's a 90-minute movie where he just drives in a car to London. And he has a bunch of phone calls, and that's the whole movie.
That's awesome. I need to give that a watch.
Pretty good, actually.
Okay,
Yes.
it's on my
Lock.
list now. On my
Tom
list.
Hardy. Yeah, it's like
Oh, Fury Road.
that Fury Road Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
And
That's not the movie you're talking about.
no, the movie's actually called Lock, Locke. And I like. Don't get me wrong. I actually do like the big Marvel movies. I love big event films.
Yep.
I love small movies too. So for me, I love both. So I'm never, and I understand some of the arguments that people have about it, because it has kind of taken the thunder and attention away from some of the smaller movies. But that's just natural. Like we were saying before, these things are cyclical.
Yep.
I'm just a fan of movies in general, big, small, known, unknown.
Yeah, we're
if it's
talking,
good,
just
I'm
the
in.
media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got me.
Yeah.
Feeling it, just like we talked about yesterday. You just feel
feel
it.
it, yeah.
Doesn't matter what.
And it
you
ebbs
just- as
and
long as you
flows,
feel
right?
it.
Like the Marvels are sort of on the
Yeah, they're
way
down a
I
little
feel
bit.
like,
The
and
blockbuster stuff's
there's
down
been
a
like
little bit
rise
right
of, like,
now, and
indie
that
films,
sort of
like-
more indie stuff's coming up.
Yeah, and well, some of that is just, with the blockbuster stuff, you kind of, how many explosions, you're just going to see it after
a
a
bigger
while.
explosion after a bigger explosion.
And you do that enough, then all of a sudden these character-driven films, it's like, whoa, wait a minute, I haven't seen anything like this in 10 years. It's like, no, you haven't, because I haven't made anything like this in 10 years.
Yeah.
And so that's where it comes back around as being something new and fresh again, especially if it's written and made and acted and directed well.
Yeah.
A lot of
if you
passion
ever make
behind
your way
it.
to
and-
Ithaca,
Yes.
if you need anything, let us know.
Well, we'll be in
A
touch.
location
smoke
guy.
bug if you need
You know,
to
your
smoke a
smoke
clock.
buddy's ready.
Oh yeah, well, I always need smoke buddies, so you'll be hearing me for sure from about that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we'll definitely, because we want to make a trip up to take a look at, like, do some scouting and stuff, which
Very cool.
requires like hanging out for 3-4 days. And
Yeah,
just
sure,
taking it
man.
in.
Hell yeah.
So we'll
Very
definitely
cool.
be doing that sometime before spring, I'm sure,
Yeah.
because I do believe I'm going to be doing a tiny little film tour in Canada in the end of February.
Very
And that will
cool.
afford me, after about a week of that, I can come to New York.
Yeah.
Just literally come straight. Instead of going up, I'll be coming back down from Canada,
Yeah.
making my way,
Yeah,
passing
dude.
through Ithaca and then to New York City.
Very cool, yeah. Speaking of interesting character stories, you said that you're doing a new film about like the Dante's Inferno circles. like what?
it's
Yeah.
based on Dante's Inferno. It's the first. It's called the First Circle, at least for now. It probably change, but and it revolves around the first level of hell, where the souls are confused
Okay.
and they're trapped in hell, but they don't know it.
Yeah, okay.
And so that's basically the story of the film. These characters are trapped in hell and they don't know it. You, as the audience, obviously figure it out.
We're in on the joke.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Pretty early on, and that's part of the fun of it, is watching these people kind of lives turn upside down and not realizing or being privy as to why exactly it's happening.
Yeah.
Well, you should have been better people when you were alive.
For sure, dude.
Yeah, you had talked about it yesterday, and I was like, that seems fun.
And yeah, the director, Mark Chapman's a Scottish writer-director. He's very, very talented. And you have some directors who are great directors, some directors are great visual directors, some directors are great special effects. He's a great director all across the board. So every time he shows me stuff from the film, I'm honestly, at first I'm like, you don't need to show me. Can I cuss in this?
Oh, yes, go ahead.
yeah.
Holy shit, are you fucking kidding me,
Yeah.
man? This is fucking incredible. He's like, yeah, I know, I'm trying to show you. I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm just, I'm trying not to get too attached to it. you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Art Devil, and it fucking looks amazing. Like
I can't wait.
it's looking amazing.
Sick,
And
dude.
one other thing that I know is driving him crazy, but I'm like, that's a good sign. He's like, Jimmy, I've had to fire 3 effects teams already. I'm like, well, if they don't get it right, you're out.
Yeah.
You know what you want. You're not seeing what you want.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you don't let them, and you don't give up until you get what you're looking for, till you get what you want. And that's also the difference between making a good film and a great film.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's a balance of, like, you eventually want to finish it to some degree so it can come out.
Right.
But that being said, it's important. You know when it's not ready.
Yep.
And if you cut corners and you don't do that edit, or you don't finish the effects, your audience is going to feel and see and experience that too.
And they're going to
really-
feel gypped.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's the
it's-
last thing you want,
Yeah.
as a creator, is to not only release something that you hope they're not going to see that you cut corners, but to get caught
Yeah.
releasing something where you cut corners.
Yeah.
You're going to be really ashamed of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Now, before we go, I noticed you picked something up before you came over here. You got some cool art. Do you want to show it off?
Can I show this off?
Dude, do whatever. Yeah, man. You can tell if you're excited about it. Tell us about it. Show what is it? What's going on?
Well,
tell us about the
all
artist.
I know is walking by in these conventions, and this is the art piece I saw. When I walk through these conventions, what I like to do is see what the other artists and creators are making.
Okay.
Whether it's like crafting a game or sculpting. There's people working with plastics and
Yes,
3D
yeah.
printing. Of course, the old traditional art of drawing or painting, and there's a lot of that here. And I find myself drawn by people who can create with their hands and draw. And it's funny because I do hear a lot of the artists say, "Oh, people say just stick figures," but everyone is an artist. I do believe everyone is an artist and has art in them. But whether it comes out like this or in some other way, that's where it remains to be seen. So there is something special about sitting and watch someone just create something and then draw it in their hand and bring it to life, but in their own unique way. I know in a lot of ways I saw that it like brought tears to my eyes. I was touched by this.
That's
with
awesome.
all my heart. What with all my heart? Love.
Yes.
With all my heart. Look at that. Like to love, to be loved. Like, I just found this to be extremely profound.
Nice.
And it could just be me, but that's also the beautiful thing about art is subjective from person to person.
Everything's just to you in its own way.
That's right. And that's all that matters.
You have to feel it. Gonna bring it back every time.
Gotta feel it. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it? Then you got to keep doing it until you feel it.
Thank you so much for being on Older and Dumber. We enjoy you so much. It's so much fun. Thank you.
Carter, Joey, thank you. I am older and I am dumber.
Yes.
So I appreciate
the brand.
The celebration of that.
Yeah.
It only goes all downhill from here, boys and girls.
Hey guys, Twin Cities Comic Con once again, Older and Dumber. We have two very special guests, Joey. Who's here?
The Aqua Teens themselves, Master Shake, Frylock. We have Carey Means and Dana
I
Snyder.
was going to say, we have names.
Hey,
Real nice.
how y'all doing out
My
there?
question
in
is, it's
internet
called
land?
Older and Dumber,
Yes.
and we're older than you. So does that mean we're the dumber ones? You find people who are older and dumber than you are?
Yeah, and then we point
and
and
then you
laugh.
make fun of them?
That's really funny. But no, actually it'd be the other way around. The older one's wiser and the younger ones are dumber.
Yeah.
Oh, like
so we're
older
dumber
people
and
and
you're
dumber
older.
people.
Right.
Yes.
I call that a backpedal. Real backpedaling.
Nice
Very
cleanup.
interesting.
Nice cleanup on that.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Sweating. You
Right.
can't see the sweat on his... They got the sweat filter on over there to remove his flop sweat from those hard-hitting questions we have.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, we're
here's
gonna-
something disgusting. People know where we are, right? We're at this thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a hot tub store outside in this mall.
Uh-huh.
Hesselson's.
Yes,
Yeah.
Where it's
Gesundheit.
fun to poke in the corners.
What? Wait a minute.
Did I just bury the lead?
Do you ruin every show like this? Is that what you do?
Every guest, every time. Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's what
we'll
the
just
logo
we'll
of
cut
it
it out.
says.
Wait.
Start over.
So you said
The logo says it's fun to poke in the corners. That's their logo.
Oh yeah.
it's fun to
Hot
poke
tub.
in the
I
corner.
took a picture of it. I'm not shitting you.
Actually, the jingle goes, it's fun to poke in the corners at Hesselson's. It's so good.
Isn't that where like the jet is? It'll suck you in and kill you in the corner.
I hope
yeah.
not.
It's fun to poke in the corner.
Oh my God!
Since
that's what it says.
Since
1955.
1955.
1955.
Imagine that corner.
So that
Been
corner is a
around for
mess.
70 years. Jesus. That's a corner nobody needs to go poking in. But I mean,
That's why they had to change from their old location to the mall. The corner just got too
yeah,
rough.
I mean, why they don't just
Fun
say,
to
look,
poke in the corners.
come fuck in our tubs? Why they gotta be cutesy about it? Because it's not fun to poke it. No one wants to poke in a corner like this.
Right.
Are you tired of poking the regular way? Well,
I
come
mean,
on
look,
down.
It's
Here.
right out on the mall. Kids are
That's
walking by. Their kids are
Fun
skipping.
to
there's
poke in
little
every
children.
corner. We've been
Ridiculous.
poking in the corner since 1955.
What's it called? Hesselson's? Hesselson's?
Hesselson's, yeah.
May
Can you
knows what I'm
imagine
talking
a
about.
sign spinner out on the corner?
He's
Hesselson's is fun to poke in the corners. Come on down and get poked.
throwing it up.
Sign's just a dick.
Their logo is a bunch of illegitimate children all running around.
I get poked at Hesselson's.
Yeah.
I get poked
I
at
was made in a
Hesselson's.
Hesselson's. Me too.
I get poked at Hesselson's.
We don't know who our parents are.
Oh my god.
Somebody had asked at the panel
Are you waiting
where,
for something else to spoil for that we were going to say?
where Meatwad was. And you said he's banned from the state.
That's right.
Yeah.
He did not know certain things were illegal when he came here years ago, and to avoid any type of what would you call it, incarceration or
Gotcha.
nabbing by the authorities.
Yeah, man.
If
You've been
you'd let
hanging
us
with those
know.
Moonanites too long.
You know, I thought it was like one of those real old, weird, antiquated laws that's still on the books. Like, you know, the mayor of the town gets a free pig every year for Christmas and weird stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, no man with red hair can walk down a sidewalk after 6 o'clock or like
Some of those laws are wild. Like
Yeah.
there's one for Alaska that says you can't push a moose out of a moving airplane. Somebody had to do that for that to become a law.
Maybe. Maybe. Or some guy just had a
Would that be a good idea though to push
some
a moose
old state
out of a moving
lawmaker
airplane?
had a
It's
profound
got to land
fear.
somewhere, right?
Somewhere.
He had a profound fear of getting crushed by a moose. So he's like, but wait a minute.
Or
Somebody
somebody
might-
actually did it.
Yeah, just some make it. What if they shove it out of a plane, though?
Somebody actually pushed a moose out of a plane.
Yeah, you
and
know,
it
they do
crushed
those
someone.
relocation with them. They pick them up and then they put them in a less populated area.
What if you put a parachute on the moose? Would that make a difference?
I'm sure
It's
it would
like
be fine.
No,
Operation.
you still got to shove it out.
Somebody's got
Ah,
to pull.
but wait a minute.
Somebody's got to pull the chute.
What if
though.
the guy's like, the moose walked out on his own? I didn't push him.
Yeah.
I
Is it
opened the
illegal
door.
then?
I said, hey, it's just open.
Hey, Moose, look.
You want to stay here with me, or you want to go? The
Terra
moose is
firma.
like, forget this, I'm out of here.
Hey, Rocky, watch me jump out of this plane.
Yeah, saw Rocky flying out there.
Well, I can do that.
Man.
Why does that little squirrel get all the fun?
What is the plural for moose? Meese?
Meese.
Meeses?
Mooses.
Moose.
That
Mooses.
doesn't sound right
No,
when
it's
you say
mice.
it. Mooses.
That's the
Mice.
plural.
Moose. Meeses.
Mice, yeah.
Meeses.
Mices. Mice?
Ask
To pieces.
Skullcap. You look like you got a lot of trivial knowledge.
Is it just moose?
What's the plural of moose? See, I told you. He
It doesn't sound right. It should be Mises.
Moose.
You know,
A flock of moose.
Spielberg wanted to use M&Ms in E.T.,
Bagel. There you go.
but Mars said, hell no. They told him no.
Oh, yeah, for M&M's.
So he got Reese's Pieces instead, the candy that nobody likes. I don't like Reese's
No,
Pieces.
they're better.
You like Reese's Pieces?
Yeah.
I like
You think they're
Reese's
better than
Pieces.
M&Ms, though? Nothing is better than M&Ms. Come on.
M&M's are good.
Nobody wants a plain M&M. You want the peanuts. You
Yeah,
want,
yeah.
Peanut
I want
M&Ms are
peanut
really good.
M&Ms.
peanut M&Ms.
I mean, Reese's
They got
Pieces
they
are
got
good.
hazelnut filling
But
and
not
all
only-
this banana cream pie.
Not only
M&Ms.
did he get Reese's Pieces, they invented Reese's Pieces for him to use them in the movie. They were made
and the
because he
sales
said-
I do remember
of
hearing
Reese's
that.
Pieces
because
went
he
through
said-
the freaking
yeah,
roof.
well, they had never been in existence. So if they sold one bag, it would have been through the
I
roof.
had never
Yeah.
heard of
But
them.
they said we can't use M&Ms, and so he went to Reese's and said, I need a candy that looks like M&Ms. They're like, hey, we
Hey,
got
here
a
you
lot
go.
of peanut butter left over from all that other shit. And
Here
then
you
they
go.
made
Just
the Reese's
candy
Pieces.
shell, peanut butter. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
do this.
all right,
There
do
you
that
go.
easy. Then they're like, how do we do that? I don't know how we do that. Yeah.
And then they came out with chocolate Skittles. I don't know if y'all remember this.
Oh no.
They came
That
out with
sounds
chocolate
awful.
Skittles, and they had to stop making chocolate Skittles because they were competing with themselves. Because it's the same
goodness.
company that makes Skittles makes M&Ms. So they were like, we're shooting ourselves in the foot here.
Were they?
We got to cut these chocolate Skittles out.
Was it fruit coating still around chocolate in the
I
middle?
think so.
Sounds
I don't know what the
disgusting. Oh,
whole
yeah, that sounds
synopsis
awful.
of it was, but
That sounds awful. I would not
I
eat
mean,
that.
sometimes fruit and chocolate will mix well together. Sometimes.
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 Hey,
yeah.
who's you guys sponsors?
Checkpoint Lounge.
Checkpoint Lounge, where's that?
That's located here in the Arnhem Mall, and actually, it's
So why
on-
didn't y'all mention Checkpoint Lounge? Just
Yeah.
come on down to
would've
Checkpoint
been there
Lounge.
yesterday.
They
Because they're
get
the
enough
people who
calls.
own this convention as well.
Wow.
They are?
They're lost.
They are Kevin and
They
Mike.
own Checkpoint Lounge?
Correct. And
Why was
Richard
there a
Comic-Con.
cash bar last night then? For God's sakes, I had to pay $8 for a
Rats
freaking
and
beer.
mess, and they gotta get
Fucking
their-
bird!
At the Checkpoint Lounge?
Checkpoint Lounge is our sponsor. Yeah.
Why aren't we doing this at the Checkpoint Lounge?
Yeah, that's our question.
It's
What?
much
Where
littler
the
than
drinks
what
are
it is.
free.
Little.
And
Little. What do
you
you
can
mean
get
it's
poked
little?
in the corner.
We're four large men crowded on two micro couches, and you're saying that's too little over there? Is it a phone booth?
We used to do the drinking.
How
draw
small
there.
could that be
You used to
over
do it
there?
there?
Yeah.
We used to do it there. Yeah.
No, I'm talking
Was
about,
it
he's
an open
talking
bar?
about
No,
this.
hell no, it wasn't
He's
an
talking
open
about
bar.
this right now.
I mean, whatever people
Why aren't we
brought.
doing this?
Yeah, we brought our
The
own.
over there
tickets
right
should have
now.
been for the
Over
booze.
there right now?
Yeah.
That's
the
what
tickets
he's
should have been for
saying.
the booze
Oh.
last night, and you should have had to pay cash for the food.
Wait a minute.
That would have been better.
Wait a minute. Carrie, you didn't buy booze at that thing last night.
I bought an $8 beer.
Carrie, they had free drink passes.
No, I didn't get one.
O'Halloran gave me one. And it was for unlimited drinks.
What?
Yes. It was
Oh
a
my
color
God.
pass.
The
and it
disrespect
said-
from the clerks.
It said,
Oh my!
You bastards! I paid $8
sounded
for a
like-
beer. I drank the beer, and I was like, I'm done with this. I ain't
it
paying
was
$8
the same
for
color.
it.
Man,
It
we
was the
should've
same color
known.
of those invites. O'Halloran gave me one.
Invite
and it just
didn't
said, show to
do
the
much for me
bartender
neither.
for unlimited
Well,
booze.
O'Halloran had the hookup.
Oh yeah.
Y'all were at the after party at
Yeah,
room
the after
222
party.
or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
260.
Whose room was that?
It
That's like
was
a
the
community room, I think.
hospitality suite.
That's what it
Really?
is, Yeah.
Didn't know about that either.
Yeah. Well, they're
Nobody
not-
tells me nothing.
because
We
they're
didn't
not
know till the
hospitable
end,
to
so-
us.
You were there.
I wasn't there.
I heard you were at the after room party thing.
No.
Did you not go to the after party? No,
No.
the regular after party. Did you go to that?
I went to the one behind the egg roll guy with the walking tacos when you were robbing people of $380 for a butt munch picture. Yeah, I was there for that. Yeah, or sorry, $280.
Faye eating cake.
Yeah,
Faye
it
from
was
Cowboy
Joey,
Bebop.
the artist here, making
eating
Faye
cake.
eating cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Was that you the one you made the butt?
That was
punchy
me.
one?
That was me.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you take a picture of it on your phone?
I did not. I'll
What's the matter
just
with
let
you?
it live in
Because
You're
now
not
it's
story.
a
proud of your
legend.
work?
I'll let it
It's
live in
lives
story.
in all of our
We did
brains.
take pictures
You
of
have
it. I just didn't do it personally.
You're gonna sell them as NFTs.
Then my picture went for 35. But of course, I guess I should have drawn Shake, butt munching, meat wad.
Yeah.
Also,
Maybe that would have gotten more
Oh, and you're
dollars.
innocent in all
for
that.
that.
Frylock's not doing anything but
No,
I'm
Frylock.
eating somebody's
Frylock
ass
don't
out,
butt
the other guy's
munch.
getting his ass
Oh,
eaten.
No,
Yeah.
sir. A butthole massage, maybe.
Yeah, you're just drawing
Not
fantasy
a butt
pictures
munch.
of it. That's your fan fiction drawing.
That's what I didn't like about that episode, Fry Legs. They could have gave him a hotter looking chick to fawn over. That chick
they
was
could
like
have.
a trucker. She was like Big Mama Cass or something. I'm like, Frylock got better taste than that, don't he? At least he got those two good looking hookers in the Birthday Snake episode where he kills everybody. Those hookers were cute. That's why that's my favorite episode. Frylock finally
they're
gets laid.
animated.
He kills
Pictures.
everybody.
They're not.
Yeah.
Well, that porn star that was sucking on that corn dog wasn't too bad neither.
No, she was a real porno lady.
See? But she
Really?
was
Yeah.
emanated.
No, she was like
Aminated.
to do the voice. She was like
Aminated.
some famous porno
Yeah.
movie
That's funny.
Yeah.
lady.
Funny.
Because she's on one of the DVD boxes holding her corn dog.
Yes, she is.
I mean, the picture of it, not.
And she came to Atlanta to record it. And one of the PA assistants was in there. I was here when she was here recording. I was like, oh, they didn't call me in for that session, huh?
Jesus.
They didn't call old Frylock for that one.
I remember we did a signing at San Diego Comic-Con, and I was on the end of the table. We did it for Squidbillies, I think.
Oh, okay.
And Ron Jeremy came up and
It's getting good already.
started at the line, but started at my side, and he like wanted to shake hands, and we were all like, I don't know where that guy was 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
What he
Poking
was
in the
doing.
corners.
Well, at Hesselson's.
Why are his hands so slimy?
Yeah, I know it was because like Jim Fortier grabbed, he's like, "Don't shake his hand, don't shake his hand." After we got through shaking 1,000 people's hands, but that was the hand we
That
couldn't
was the
shake.
one. That was the hair
one.
that
I
broke
was
the
like, I
camel's
guarantee you, 20 of these motherfuckers did something far more disgusting than whatever he just got through doing. He had this car. I mean, now he's in jail or something, right? He was like, yeah, for being like sexually inappropriate with people.
Oh, what
Which
a big surprise.
brings so many more
A
questions. I'm
porn
like,
actor being sexually
like it's
inappropriate.
not enough at your job 8 days a week. You gotta like then just be like,
Really be that guy
that's
that you
not
were in that
fulfilling
film?
all your disgusting needs right there. Like, well, no, I want to be alone with somebody. There's always over people around.
Hey.
But he had this car that looked like a hoarder, like that show Hoarders.
Yeah.
But it was just a car, only room for his little body, and it was like exactly like
Filled
a
with
Play-Doh
crap.
mold. Like he would get it was exactly. You could tell, like, oh, he puts his arms right there because the papers are kind of shoved over just enough.
Oh my God.
All you couldn't see out the windows.
God.
Wild.
Yeah.
He was sleeping in this car, I'm assuming. That was his office.
I don't know if he could sleep in there.
That was his office, man.
Yeah.
Step into my
Had to be,
office.
right?
Yeah.
What's that?
I said it had to be, right? His
His
office.
office, his
Yeah.
apartment. You know,
I mean,
mobile home.
if that's an
mobile home.
office, there's no business happening in that office. 'Cause nothing
Well,
is getting done.
there's some
Maybe
monkey
it's like-
business.
I think it's like his public storage shed.
That's probably
Like you
it.
couldn't
Wait,
see the
wait, wait,
windows.
wait. What were
Just
you doing
papers
going
and
out to
shit.
his car?
No, you'd see him drive around.
No, that's a whole other story.
Oh, you saw him drive. Okay, that's
All
different.
right, Sherlock.
Clean it
cracked
up.
the code.
Clean it up.
Yes, I've been
We're on
fucking
the
Ron
case
Jeremy
now.
for several years. You
Come
blew
on
the-
out to the car
you
with
blew
me,
the
Dana. I
lid
got
off
something to
it.
show you.
Yeah. You're not
Just
gonna show
sign
me
here,
that.
here,
You're gonna show me that
and
thing
initial
again.
here.
I don't want to see that thing again.
Just sign this consent form and everything will be all right. Now
NDA.
turn off the lights, honey.
I said a lot of NDAs. His car was just filled with NDAs.
That's what it is.
They knew what everyone was, though. Like, he could just pick it out of the pile.
He probably could. There's a documentary about him, and he has he keeps a schedule book, like just in a spiral notebook, and it looks like the ravings of a lunatic. Like there's no sense to it, but like that's why they did like show us your notebook. Like, all right, well Thursday I got to do a triple butt penetration at in the valley, and I got to do this thing over here, and I'm getting my teeth cleaned right before it, and I got to go do this. Like, but it looks like the map in like Beautiful Mind, where it's just like ape shit crazy. That's what it looked like. Watch the documentary. It's all in it. I don't know what it's called. Maybe they don't even have it anymore. Maybe I made it up.
It's got to be on a stream.
I swear I saw it. Maybe it was a fever dream. I got no clue.
Yeah. Did you guys have a good weekend? Did you have fun?
We did.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
I was like, there was no answer for a second there.
Yeah.
No.
Staring daggers at us.
Yeah.
What
It
do
was
you
great.
think?
Look, if I don't bring any money home to my wife, then I got problems. So I'm able to bring home a few bucks to donate to the house cause of the House of Means with 3 cats and my wife. As Quagmire once said, I'm surrounded by pussy.
Oh man. Yeah. That's it. Thank you
I
guys
by
so
the way,
much.
I've been watching nonstop in my hotel room. There's this. It's channel 1623. Okay, I don't even know it could go up. Guy couldn't even get up that high on his channels. He's on the second floor. I'm on the third floor.
Oh, you got the special channels.
Yeah, there's like
You're watching Ron Jeremy film.
there's hundreds of them, but like the three. There was one that was just the Degrassi channel, just showing that show Degrassi.
just over and
But
over.
here's the thing: no commercials. When it's a commercial break, it just says the Degrassi channel will be right back, and there's a little timer counting down from 60, and then it gets to 1 and it comes back on.
They didn't even put a commercial
Then I went
on
to
there?
the no. Then I went to the next channel down. Is something called the Bratz channel, which is some other stupid Canadian high school show.
He's going to have one hell of a
Degrassi-
hotel bill.
But what I've been
Mr.
watching,
Snyder, it says here.
what I've been watching now, the last like 3 days is the Korean channel.
Oh.
And at first it was like this backpacking show where they had to backpack someplace and then make food for everybody wherever the hell they backpacked to. So the first one was like they were at the zoo making food for everybody at the Seoul Zoo. And then they went to prison, made food for all the guards. And it was the same thing. No commercials. It was just like, we'll be right back. And a little 60, 59, 58.
That's so weird.
Last night into this morning, it got real boring because there's those serious, stupid Korean dramas.
Okay.
Like they're just like the two detectives. They're like, we gotta find the thing, Jong Hoo. Let's go bong. They're a little boring. I'm waiting for and I think right when I left today, it shifted over because it will play like that backpack show. It just played every episode of the backpack show. Then the backpack show's done. Then it cut to this other like some other weird cooking thing, but it showed like every episode of that show. And then starting last night, some stupid detective show that it finally ran out. And then just when I left a little bit before we came over here today, it clearly was on some Korean dating show, but they date a foreigner and then see if they get along or not. And if they don't, they put them on the train and they just ride away, and the Korean guy or girl waves to the foreigner, like, get the hell out of here, you're over.
So it's
So
The Bachelor.
probably when I get back tonight, that will
Korean
still be
version of
going
Bachelor.
on. Yeah, it's basically like that with no roses, and like they just go on weird food date. They go to a restaurant somewhere. But so it's like interact, they cook in the middle or make a hot pot or something.
Oh, yeah, we did that.
We did Hot Pot. It's really good.
Yeah. Because there's always like those dating shows always have like a weird panel of people who watch it in like a fake living room and comment all the time. Like it's like watching a show with 4 annoying fucking friends who won't shut up during you're trying to watch a show, but they just build it into the show. So if you're lonely, you feel like you have other people
Oh,
annoying
I'm
you.
in the room with them.
But all they kept saying every time is like, she's trying so hard not to cry. But in Korean, they're not, And the girl on the train, she's like, and the guy was a real prick. He was like, go. We didn't want to date her. And she was like, I don't know. She was like from Slovakia or something.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Svetlana, if you're out there,
It was
honey.
like that. It was like
We miss ya.
Cleaver or something like that. Said some weird,
You'll find the right guy.
some Eastern European,
Mail order bride from Chechnya.
pretty much.
Svetlana. Baby.
Oh, is that from our show?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh. Carey has a insanely good memory for many things, but also a great knowledge of Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I
all
mean,
I
been doing
remember
the
is,
show for well over 20 some odd years.
I just don't remember any of it. I remember the titles. Like I do remember Party all the time. I remember Bart Oates. If Hand Banana's the title of the episode, I remember that one.
It is. It is.
The last one,
Forever and ever.
I guess, Bus of the Undead. These are about all the titles I know. It's 150 episodes. That's I can think of 3 of them. I was trying to figure out what that Nortiendo de la Palabras store was, and I walked all the way down there, and the damn thing's closed today. It looked like a Mexican goods grocery store.
It might be.
Like it wasn't.
Oh yeah.
They sold
I know what you're
food. Like
talking
they only
about.
sold
Yeah.
food in there, but I don't think they sold food like a restaurant. I think it
No,
was
it's like a grocery store.
chips and like various things for all your Hispanic food needs. I was very excited to go in there, and then
That's very our mall for us to have a huge event and the stores to be closed.
the only place up still is the Fuck Me Hot Tub store.
Fuck me hot tub store.
Hesselback's
Hessel.
fucking hot tubs. Get in a fucking hot tub now.
Get poked in the corner.
Yeah. Make some illegitimate children today.
Hell yeah, dude.
Free Viagra with financing.
With your hot tub purchase.
Yeah.
Like you get a whole subscription probably
For a year, yeah.
Are you old and sad but got a lot of money? Why not buy a hot tub?
Chicks will flock.
Let's break up this sausage party.
Just like your stepdad just bought.
Hey, that hot tub is great. Okay?
That is a very nice. And there's no poking in any of those corners. In fact, it's round. Just to keep it safe. It's a circular one, so there are no corners to poke in.
Exactly.
Just right in the middle. Just a big pile of poking soup. Yeah.
Cool. Now I'm never gonna go in my parents' hot tub ever again. Thank you.
A metallic type sheen on the top of this water in the hot tub. Yeah, get the skimmer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll
Make sure
forever
they
have those images
change
in my
that
brain
water
now.
out about once a week if I were you.
I hope they do. I really do. I hope. Now you've got me worried.
They're doing it now. I got news. It's just cold up enough that it feels the water's going to feel great. Get all that blood flowing. You know what happened when the blood flows.
Start poking in them corners.
Carey's a very good artist. He can draw. You can draw him a picture.
Yeah.
Remember that picture he drew last night? That's happening right now in that hot tub. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There's some munching
Birthday
going
cake
on.
flavor.
Clap your hands. There's some
Yeah.
munching going on. Clap your hand. There's some munching going on, and it's going all night long. There's some munching going on. Clap your hands.
I thought there was going to be a bigger finish to that.
Ta-da! Hello, horse heads.
Oh,
Horse
yeah, we are
heads
horse heads.
or head?
Yeah, plural.
Multiple heads.
Horse
Yeah.
head.
Just
More
one.
than one head of the horse.
Yeah. From the old horse murderer. They never caught him.
Oh.
Guys, we better let you go.
Watch
I
him
think we
sweat.
need to
Look how
start
sweaty
packing
they're
up.
getting again. They're getting real nervous over here.
Well, thanks for having us, guys.
All right.
Thank you for taking the time
Will,
to come
it was a
on
French
and
fried
actually spending
blast.
as much time with us. So
We'll
All right,
ruin
all
this
right.
again
Good to meet
another
you.
day.
Yeah.
We promise.
So it's the end of the day. I'm watching people pack up their shit while we sit around and record things.
Yeah.
Um,
As we per usual do.
yeah,
Yeah.
making a mess of everything.
Yep.
We did a after party last night.
We did,
That was fucking crazy.
but I think we did. This is probably the best year we did for charity.
Yeah.
I mean, we do the Hero Initiative thing every year. It's normally just a silent auction every year. People don't know how a silent auction works, so we're sitting on piles of stuff that's been done on drink and draws. So being able to have the live action right there on the floor, that was cool. I think we did better this year than we did last year.
It felt slower,
I would say so.
but I think we did more big stuff.
Yeah, we did. I, sugar daddied the podcast table. I sugar daddied Hero Initiative.
All right.
Well, I
All
think
right,
that was
you're
I
just
think
gonna
that was
you're
a
just gonna
co-op.
have
I
to-
think
you're just
we
gonna have to
teamed.
call me sugar daddy.
We teamed on the old Hero Initiative thing, man. I mean, you drew it, but I
I had that going. You know, I got the auction house moving. Dude, Older and Doodle was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was
Older
a
and
great
Doodle today
panel
was
today.
super
And we
fun.
made a lot of good connections. That was
The
my
fact,
job.
the
That
fact
was-
too
yeah.
that it was like a smaller audience. We were able to do like a couple for each person there, so that was sick. Like, I would like a bigger turnout for that panel because I think it'd be cool. At the same time, it's cool that the people that show up get to get something.
Yeah.
Everybody gets something.
Oh yeah. No, Dude, Older and Doodle was a lot of fun, and I feel like it's just a good because we all know each other.
Yeah.
So it's just a good space to sort of like be comedic and do whatever we want without feeling like we're gonna get too judged.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just
Which Hunter was feeling all weekend. Every time I walked with him to a panel, he was like, "Oh my god, God."
And then once we sat down,
Brother,
like it was,
What do we do? What is we gotta talk to? We gotta talk to a Trey. What am I supposed to say? I just watched that movie for the first time last night.
it wasn't the first time. Oh my god!
You were supposed to be.
That's
you were
how it was
supposed to be
with my panel.
Falcor, and now that's not happening. I don't know how to start this.
with Omega.
Omega. My gosh. No, he's right. I mean, we got to do panels this year, and it was freaking awesome, dude. You know, and beforehand, I was super excited. I was like, oh my God, we're going to do panels this year. It's going to be so exciting. And I was like getting ready, and I'm like thinking about things before the show, blah, blah, blah. But then we got to the show, and I knew we had to do the panels. We had the 2 yesterday and 2 today. Obviously, Older and Doodle, we do it every year, and it's it's second nature now at this point. The first day was James. And
James
then
Duval,
Michelle.
and then Michelle Ang, and
So, but me and Joey did James. Me and Carter did Michelle. And then me and Joey did
Ayo.
me and Joey did Noah Hathaway. And then the
Ayo.
three of us were at Older and Doodle. But yeah, Joey was right. I mean, I had been so prepared for it. And then the instant it was like, all right, Hunter, we have
we're
to
walking
go.
up, and I'm like, bro, it's just like every time we sit down with somebody on the podcast, just start talking, it'll happen.
But I always feel like there's gonna be a mess up right in the beginning, and like we're headed there, and I'm just like, I'm friggin' hyperventilating. We sit down, and then we have to wait, and then we wait for them to get there, and then when they get, like, I'm like fine. I'm like, okay, I've pumped myself up. They walk through the door, they're coming to the stage. I'm like, who am I? What are we doing? What's happening? Then they sit down, they come up, they go, hi, Hunter. I go, hi, James. Hey, how you doing? Okay, let's sit down. And then it's sort of like I feel it, and then it's fine, But of course, the whole time during, I'm like, there can't be any silence. We can have no time where there's no speaking happening. We have to keep talking. And then with me and Carter's, we had a bunch of questions prepared, and we flew through them so
I was expecting
fast.
some more like audience, like I don't know, for the questions. we
Usually
asked
in those
us.
kind of panels, though, it's host and celebrity talk, and then you open it for Q&A at the end, so the audience like holds their shit to the end.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
expecting also like
They hold their
audience
shit.
responses, but-
I thought it was pretty great. The whole
was
thing
good.
about the drinking Leonardo DiCaprio water. Oh my god! Oh, you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We asked
That's a secret that lives between you two
the
and
three of-
Michelle.
and
Ang.
Michelle, and the people who were at the panel. No, it was funny, man. She was talking about recording like on set for the
the location they also shot in Titanic.
Okay.
Yeah. So Fear the Walking Dead had a thing where it crashes in the water in the same places where Titanic was. And when she found that out, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm drowning in water that Leonardo DiCaprio touched." Like, it was really funny. But she was like, "I was drowning every time." Before we're done here, let's sort of how have we felt this year for Twin Tiers about Older and Dumber and the fans and just the experiences we have gained from when we first started to where we are now? What like differences we feel?
Well,
and
it's good
what
to
we're hoping
see.
for.
Good to see familiar faces as usual. We see the usual suspects every year at this show, which is always nice. But I really feel like we're seeing some positive growth. People seem to be into stuff. I mean, obviously, you have the normal come up and chat at the table, but.
Yeah.
We definitely had some people this year that were like into it, and people excited for the live play. Like,
Yeah.
so
I'm gonna follow tonight. I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch. Yeah. That was really cool, dude. It really felt like we made. I'll say mine now. I felt this year we made so many, not like networking connections, but just connecting with people.
Yeah.
Like, I felt
we-
like I connected so much with like every person we met. Like I just was like, it was always, oh my God, what's your name? You know, oh, you really like that. I really like this. And like, it just like, it felt really good to just like talk. So everybody that we met this week who was watching, I remember you, and I will always remember you, and I hope you will always remember me, because making connections is my favorite thing. And
It was like everybody at every level too. Like I felt like we had good, vibes with the celebs we talked to. I felt like, people coming up to the table were all positive and pretty good vibes there, and staff and stuff. I mean, I got forgotten, but
I'm sure it's okay. We'll figure that out.
I think connecting with people, I feel like the networking, I felt like we did pretty good there too.
yeah.
I've like talked to all the celebs, like had full conversations with them about like what we could do and like how are we doing and stuff like that. Like getting honest feedback from them was really important. Like it really tickled my brain, because that's what I like to do at work, and that's what I like to do is like network with people and build those connections. So it was really fun for me to be able to do that.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this latest episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast about three dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call
Earth.
Thank you guys so much. Earth.
Thank you, Checkpoint Lounge.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody that took time to sit down with us this weekend.
Thank you, Page One Entertainment.
Thank you, Page One. Thank you, Twin Tiers Comic Con.
Thank you, everyone and all the fans. You're fantastic. And we'll see you next year at that after party.
Yeah.
Bye.